Guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this video featuring standout products of everything I purchased during the Sephora VIB sale. Y'all know that I purchased quite a bit of stuff, but there were some products that just really took the cake for me, that were just standout products that as soon as I started using them, I loved them, and as I have used them more, I have loved them even more. So first off, before we go into all that, I do want to say thank you guys so very much for all of y'all who took a chance on my channel, who enjoy watching me play with makeup, who like talking makeup with me, because we officially hit 5,000 subscribers, and I am so very grateful. Honestly, it's been almost 3 years since I started my channel, and I guess in my mind, I thought, I will have 5,000 in my first year. Like, I'm gonna work hard for it. I know that, I think I'm gonna connect with a lot of people, and I think I'll have those 5,000 in the first year. That first year came and went, year 2 came and went, 2.5 years came and went, and here we are at 5,000 subscribers. So honestly, I am truly, truly grateful. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. I have loved having you as part of this YouTube family along for this journey. Y'all have been so kind. Y'all always comment on my videos. And for those of you who are new to my channel, I am so excited and looking forward to having you as part of this family on this journey. It truly is an honor to have you as part of this YouTube channel. So thank you guys so very much. So if you're interested, now back to regularly scheduled programming. So if you're interested to see now what worked for me and what stood out from all my purchases of the VIB Sephora sale, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so this isn't going to be a whole ton of product, but I think there is quite a bit. I ended up really loving most of what I bought, truly, and that usually doesn't happen. But there were some products that even more than that were just like, wow, if I had only bought this, then it would have been perfect, because all of this stuff right here that I'm about to show you just worked so well for me. And sometimes the things that are even just best are those things you don't think are going to work or that you don't have high hopes for, and they end up blowing your socks off. So let's go ahead and start off with the first product, and I've kept everything pretty much for the most part in their boxes just so that I could keep everything nice and neat. I'll use it, put it back in the box, and put it back in the bag so that I could film this video. But the first product, now let me open this box back up, is the Glow Recipe Pineapple C Bright Serum Brightening and Smoothing. So I had purchased this. I already knew I loved it from the packaging. I knew I wanted a serum, and I purchased it, and a couple of days later Kathleen Lights had posted her video about how she thought this smelled like dog pee, even though she loved the product, but she did not love the smell. And I was like, oh great, smells, just once I have that in my mind, then it grosses me out and I can't use something. So I already had it in my mind that this was gonna stink. And honestly, I don't smell that. I smell the hint of pineapple, but I don't smell anything like dog pee, which is definitely a benefit. But as far as this serum, it leaves my skin so soft and so plump, and by the next morning it is just so radiant and nice and smooth. And I have not found a serum to do that, I don't think, ever. Now, most serums that I have used are very thin and almost kind of watery. You have to, if you want a good amount, you have to use a lot to be able to truly feel like your skin is saturated, and then you got to press it in. This one is a little bit thicker, so for me, a little bit goes a long way, and I like that because it means I'm not going to go through this as much. I am so happy with this purchase. This really was a win for me, and I am glad that I picked it up. So if you've been curious about this, you may want to go to your local Sephora and have them give you a little sample to see if you can withstand the smell, because I think the benefits are just the pros far outweigh the cons on that one. That really is a good serum. The next item is something that I just posted a Dazzled or Disappointed for a couple of days ago, and it is the Violet Voss Sugar Crystals palette. I had very mixed feelings when I had first purchased this because, one, there wasn't a lot of reviews out there. 2, the reviews on Sephora's site, there were very little and they were kind of conflicting. And 3, Violet Voss palettes for me can be very hit or miss. So first off, when I received this, the packaging, it was a no-go for me. And you guys know I love everything packaging and everything, the aesthetics really speak to me. So that was my first thought, is I'm not going to like this because I don't like the packaging. And then I used it, and I used it some more, and I kept using it some more. And I have absolutely loved this palette. I cannot believe I like it as much as I do, or that I love it as much as I do. It has really performed it has exceeded what I ever thought it could. And the crazy thing is, these kind of bright shades don't transfer from pan to eyelid, especially if you don't use a like NYX Milk eye crayon. And this, I don't even have to use the Milk eye crayon. They transfer onto my lid just as bright as in the pan. This thing is such a good buy, and if you are in the market for brights or pastels or just a good summer palette, I highly recommend this. This was truly like one of the standout products from this haul. Next up, this is still in the box. Let me pull it out. So the first time I used this, had bought the wrong shade. This is the Marc Jacobs Accomplice powder. This is the shade Ingenue. The first one I had picked up, I can't even remember. It was the second one. It was the one for light to light medium skin tones, and it was way too dark for me. It was way too peachy. I did not like how it looked. So I went ahead and I ordered the lightest shade, which I think is from fair to light skin tones, something along those lines. And this one was actually perfect. So if you are in my skin tone range, just take note that it can be very misleading on the Sephora website as far as the descriptions for these. I suggest going with the lightest shade if you are questioning which one is right for you. So this, I had kind of in my mind thought it was going to be, I thought it was going to be good. And I figured it would be like my Huda or my Fenty powder. I thought it was going to give me a very nice finish. What I did not anticipate is this giving me the most flawless finish of life, and that it lasts all day long. So it took me a couple of uses to really determine which one of my makeup products was making my foundation look so good. And I have arrived at the conclusion that it's this, because multiple foundations. I have used multiple foundations, multiple primers, and this is the only consistent thing that I used to really nail down what it was. And this makes my skin look so blurred, so flawless, and it just lasts all day, which is usually weird because if you put on your makeup first thing in the morning and then you go into late afternoon, early evening, it's usually fading, it's kind of breaking up, it's looking exhausted, quite frankly. And this just keeps it all intact, all together, so good. Now, I will tell you, I do not use this to set my under eyes because every single time I have, it makes my under eyes look crepey, dry, wrinkly. I hate it. So I do not use this to set my eyes. I use this as an all-over setting powder, which is weird because I have seen reviews. It's getting very mixed reviews. I have also seen people's hauls and YouTube videos on this saying the inverse, saying that they do not use it to set their face because they don't like how it looks. They use it to set their eyes and they like how it brightens. I have not found that to be the case for me, so no big deal. I would rather, the main purpose was to use this for all over my face, and so I can easily grab another powder for my under eyes. But this is what it looks like right here. Again, this is the lightest of them, and it's not a very stark, it's not a stark white if you're concerned about that. It is a very creamy color, like a very nude color. The Siren was the one I had picked up, and that is like peach. It looks so deep in the pan. So if you're curious, get the lighter one, but this is everything. Now the brush I think has also been getting mixed reviews. I will tell you that I probably wouldn't use it for my purposes. I think it's a really cute idea, and I think if you're using this like on the go or for travel and it's kind of a one-stop shop for your brush and your powder, that's awesome. But honestly, like to slide it back in, sometimes the little hairs get stuck, and then it's just very thin, and it's not like a true good powder brush that I would want to use to set my face. But this was such a standout product, and I am so happy I picked it up because I almost passed up on it. I was like, I can wait and see what the reviews are like, and I'm so glad that I picked this one up. So if you're in the market, then check that one out. Let's see. Next up, we have got, okay, this is still in the box as well. This is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. This has quickly become one of my top foundations. If you are familiar with MAC's Face and Body Foundation, that one is a little bit more runny and liquidy. That's not to say this one isn't runny and liquidy, but this one has a little bit of a creamier consistency than that one does, and I feel like the coverage on this one is much better. The MAC Face and Body is very, very sheer, and it does give a very wet, glowy look to the skin. This gives you a very airbrushed, just natural look to the skin. So I feel like they are different consistencies, and I think that you have, not I think, I know because I've used it, you can use less of this to get the medium coverage that you want, whereas MAC Face and Body, you have to use a good 2 or 3 layers if you're wanting to build it up to get the coverage that you're wanting. So I love the bottle. I think it's so simple yet so classy, and the only thing for reference, total side note, I am in the shade 2.5N. I am a light to light medium neutral skin tone, and this is perfect for me. So if you are also wondering what skin tone you or what tone you are in for your skin tone, then this is it, 2.5N. It looks a little bit more yellow in the bottle, but honestly, once you put it on the skin, it evens out perfectly. Now, the only thing I hate about this is the packaging, as far as like the nozzle, not the bottle itself. And I think that's what you're gonna find everybody's gripe to be. So literally, it just keeps on oozing out, and I've had it sitting up straight. So I've gotten to where what I do is I take it out, because you're supposed to shake it before you use it, and I put my finger over the little hole and then I shake. I don't shake it with the lid on, because by the time you open the lid, the stuff has gone everywhere. So I wish they'd kind of come up with a little bit of a better solution to that, but this truly has become probably one of my top 3 foundations, and I anticipate this being like a top foundation very soon. I just keep on loving it. So this next product, if I had to choose one thing out of everything that has given me the most benefit, it would be this Youth to the People Superberry Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask. Little did I know what I was getting myself into when I bought this thing. I had already gotten a sample, and I had used it all, and I really liked it. This thing kept on selling out on Sephora's website. Like, as soon as it would come in stock, it would sell right back out of stock. My store, once the sale started, had plenty in stock. So I said, you know what? I liked the sample. I feel like it did a good job. I like very thick creams for my night cream. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try. Yeah, you know, I didn't realize what kind of gold I was buying, or what kind of amazing thing I was getting in this jar. My skin has never looked and felt so good, even with my makeup on a day-to-day basis. So I don't have problematic skin. I don't have acne. I don't have a lot of texture. I do have large pores right here around my nose, but I don't have to treat a lot of that. And so typically I can get away with just using like my, you know, my night moisturizer, which was the Josie Maran Argan Oil Body Butter. Like, I have found some good things for my skin routine that just keep my skin consistent. But I think we all have those moments where you'll have good skin, and then you'll be like a week or two where you're like, what's going on with my skin? Why isn't it perfect? Skin is never perfect. But this has every single day made my skin look and feel super healthy, and then my makeup application is almost effortless. Like, it's almost too good to be true. But it's weird because every day I keep saying, okay, today I'm gonna have some sort of weird makeup day, and I don't. And I've narrowed it down to this because it's the only thing I have been using lately as my night routine. Even the pineapple serum, I have not been using every single night. I've been kind of alternating it, or just using it and then leaving 2 or 3 days and then using it. So I have not been using it every single day, but this I have been, and it is incredible. My skin has never been happier, and because it's so thick, you don't have to use a whole lot. Look, I've been using it for what, 2 weeks now maybe, and it is barely gone down any, because it's very, very rich, so you don't need to slather on a ton, and a little bit goes a very long way. This is probably one of the best skincare purchases I have ever made. So if you're in the market for a new night product, then I would say check this out. I will also tell you, because I don't suffer from acne prone and textured skin, I don't know all of the benefits. You know, different skin tones react, you know, good or bad to different products. So just make sure, as I always say, go into your Sephora and grab a little tester so that you can see if it works for you. You can see if you like it before you take the plunge. For me, that has been like the standout product out of all of them. Okay, the next product is, I love this thing so much, but this has a con. It has a downside to it. So this is the Briogio Sea Goddess Hair and Body Shimmer Mist. The reviews, as far as the good reviews, are entirely spot on. It smells amazing. This glitter is so good. And this is like, I don't know, biodegradable glitter. It's the kind that like is safe for the environment. It's not plastic. It doesn't have to break down, or it breaks down as it should, I guess I should say. And let me show you. So I shook it up so that you can see the shimmer and glitter. And I used this in my hair the other day, and it looked so good. However, I will also tell you that the negative reviews on Sephora's website are absolutely correct. This nozzle is junk. So literally I got 3, brand new out of the bag. I got 3 sprays out of it onto my hair, and the nozzle clogged up. because the nozzle, the hole is not big enough for the glitter. So now I'm at a point where I can't use it. I've had to take the nozzle out and I've had to literally manually put the glitter on my hair and my face. So it looks beautiful, but getting it out is a problem. So now I'm on the hunt for a nozzle. I like the product so much that I don't want to return it, but it's gonna do me no good if I can't use it. So I'm on the hunt for a smaller nozzle like this. I have looked all over my house for something that might be pretty similar and everything's too big. So if you know where I can get like a small nozzle like this, will you let me know in the comment section below? Because I really, really love this product. I don't want to return it. It's too pretty, but I can't get the product out now. So unless I use it with taking it off and using it manually, which is no fun because then it gets all over the place. But definitely a standout product, but I do want to give you the disclaimer that the nozzle is junk. You would have thought they would have tested that out before, putting that out there. Anyways, so the next item is the best toner I have ever used. And I said this in my haul, and now that I've kept using it, I can honestly say this is the best toner I've ever used. It's the Glamglow SuperToner Exfoliating Acid Solution. It's almost like a charcoal type of, not consistency, but the look to it. So you have to shake it in order to activate it, but it's got like that charcoal type of look to it. And then you just sweep this on a cotton pad. You can, I don't know why I'm having so much trouble getting my words out. You can use it morning and night. So it is safe to use twice a day. I don't use it every day because it is super exfoliating. Like, it will leave your skin so clean that your skin looks and feels shiny. And I gave this example and I stand true to it. In my haul, I had said if you get like one of those nail buffers and you're using it to smooth out your nail, and there's a side to smooth and a side to shine, and if you use that buffer to shine your nail's like glossed over. That's what this does to my skin, which is bizarre because I've never had that happen before, but it makes my skin feel and look so clean beyond anything I have ever used before. This is the best toner I've ever used. It strongly, strongly smells like peppermint, so if you don't like that kind of smell, or if you're highly sensitive, then you need to know that, because I started coughing the first time I used it. I went in with a little much, and it was intense peppermint type of smell. But so good. This was definitely one of the top products that I bought as far as me being happy that I picked it up. So that's that. We're down to our last couple of products, or last few products. I have not enjoyed a lip product this much in a very, very long time. And if you have watched my hauls and you've watched the Get Ready with me using Sephora products, then you already know what this is going to be. And it's the Too Faced Peach Puff. I did not anticipate loving this as much as I did. Every time I'd go into stores, I'd swatch these and I was like, they're too thin. I don't even see how this is going to be pigmented on the lips. No. So anyways, people were just buying these in their hauls and I kind of got sucked in. And so when I went in store, I was like, I'll buy one, and if I like it, I'll buy another. And these things are probably one of my very favorite lip products of all time. Like, over a liquid lipstick, over anything. They're very easy to use. It has like a little puff, hence peach puff. It's almost like a little bunny tail on the end. You twist up with the bottom and it kind of feeds the product up into this little puff. And let me see if I have any. So this is going to be a super sheer swatch because I didn't twist any product up here. The bad thing about these kind of things is that when doing a video, you twist product up so that you can show the product, but then all the product stays in the puff and goes unused. So it's almost kind of a waste of product. So that's why I'm not twisting it up, but I do have enough on here to give you a sheer swatch. And that's what that looks like. And that is literally a very sheer swatch using very little leftover product on that puff. When you want a good opaque lip, you just twist that product up, go to town. It's easy to apply. It doesn't bleed all over the place. And I'm going to tell you, it lasts for a very long time through meals and everything because I tested it out. This is such a standout product for me. And I bought this one. This is the shade Don't At Me. And I bought Boy Bye. And I love these so much that down the road, once the dust has settled from this haul, I do want to get a couple of other shades just because I see myself using this type of lip product for a very long time, even over like my liquid lipsticks and stuff like that. So next up is a product that I had passed on in the past. And then when it came back into stock, it was selling out a lot over the course of the sale. And these have gotten very popular. And then I thought, okay, maybe there's something to this. So I did pick up one of the Kaja, what is this? It's the Bouncy Shimmer Eyeshadow Trio. And I don't know what happened, like, as far as me swatching it, and I was like, no, they're too thin, and I don't know. But then you put it on your eye, and it is like, it is so pretty. And they do look beautiful in the pan, but on the eyes, they are so good as far as if you want like a super simple look, you can just literally put this all over your lid and you're done. And it looks so pretty, so feminine, so girly, and it looks like you put effort into your eye look when all you did was use one shade. This particular set is in the shade Rosewater, but these are so good. If you do like a sparkly kind of metallic eye, these are super amazing. They're $18, you get 3. And this definitely was one of my favorite purchases. I have really, really enjoyed using this. This was a standout product for me for sure. The last 2 products that I have, let me make sure. Last 2 products I purchased right after the sale because they released once the sale was over. What can you do? But I had to include them because I am mind blown because first off, no other liquid eyeliner in a color shade that's not like brown or black has been so amazing. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and it's the new Fenty, what are these called? The Vivid Liquid Eyeliner Trios. This was part of her summer collection. I picked up one, and it's in the shade Baewatch. It's the one that had the most opaque swatches for all 3. And this is what they look like right there. They are so easy to use. They dry quickly and they last all day long. All day long. Every single time I've used them, they haven't cracked on me. They haven't looked gross. They are so opaque that it's so pigmented. When you take your makeup off in the evening, it leaves like a stain. And that's not to say it stays for several days, like in a day, it's gone. But to me, that's just a testament as to how pigmented and the lasting power of these eyeliners. This is so good. I did not think I was going to love it as much as I did. In fact, I thought I was going to test it out and be like, yeah, no, I'm not crazy about this. I'm probably going to return it, which you guys know, I am pretty hardcore for Fenty, and I 99.9% of the time love her products. This was no exception. I love it. I'm wearing the shade Techno Beat today, and it is perfect. The shade Hot Tub Club is my favorite, though. It looks so, so good. And then lastly is one of the lipsticks that I picked up from that collection. And I was so blown away because I didn't expect a satin lipstick to be so intense as far as pigmentation and have such lasting power as this. So I opted for the shade Alpha Doll, and I love that the packaging, the color of the packaging matches the shade on the inside. And let me give you a swatch, but this is so pretty. It's described on Sephora's website as a tropical orchid, and it's so flattering. It's such a girly, feminine, pretty shade, and like I said, it lasts for quite some time for being a satin lipstick. This was both of these were standout products, even though they were purchased after the sale. However, they were part of my last haul, and so I figured I was going to include them because these are so good. Now, I will tell you, I have been seeing reviews from people on these sets saying it's been cracking on them and that they haven't been liking it. I really have been going in with one. Now granted, I told you I got the most opaque set, but I've really been going in with like one layer of product, and then in some areas where maybe it looked a little sparse, I added a little more, but I have not experienced any cracking or anything of that nature, so I wonder how many layers people are going in with. Sometimes it's one of those things where different products work on different people, who knows, but for me, this was definitely a standout shade, and if you're in the market for bright eyeliners, then I would highly suggest looking into that. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of my standout products from the Sephora sale, from my hauls. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you found it a little bit helpful, because I'm really not going to do a follow-up to the haul. This really was my follow-up, just sharing with you those products that like really were superstars out of everything I bought, those things that stood apart like quite a bit because I loved, like I said, I loved most of what I got, but these products were just kind of in a class of their own that were just really smart purchases on my part. So I hope you enjoyed and I hope you found it helpful. Before I let you go, I want to give you the verse of the day. Today's comes from Proverbs 2:7-8, and it says, "He holds victory in store for the upright. He is a shield to those whose walk is blameless. For he guards the course of the just and protects the way of his faithful ones." Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed the verse of the day. Again, I always like to point out it's never in an effort to push anything down your throat. You're always welcome to click off the video before I give the verse of the day. It's always just in an effort to let you know that Jesus loves you, to encourage you, and to help motivate you in a very chaotic and fast-paced life and world. Guys, thank you again for watching. I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful and enjoyable, and I hope you'll consider subscribing if you are new to my channel. Alright guys, I will see you in the very next video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye guys!